What's up everyone, Drunken Phoenix here with another video. So today I'm going to go ahead and give my reaction to people talking about the insane cost of living in 2025. So as you all know, for the past couple of years, the cost of living has risen substantially and it is really rough for a lot of people. So let's go ahead and see what the people have to say.
So I'm in the process of finding a new place, and it doesn't make any sense how this world expects you to survive. Not only do they want the rent, which is an arm and a leg, but they want 3 months, you know, 3 times the income, and then they want a deposit, and then gas is $6 a gallon, and I'm making 19 bucks an hour, bro. You know, on top of bills, on top of food. Somebody needs to make the price of living actually realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going up, prices are going higher, but the wages aren't going higher. You know? Like, make that make sense for me, please, so I can understand. And if anybody is out there, man, let me know what you are doing and how you are making it in the world. You know? Please, because it's just this craziness.
Yeah, so this man is echoing the sentiments of a lot of Americans. The cost of living is crazy and, you know, things are going up, but wages are not increasing for a lot of people. This really, in my opinion, should be the big focus of this administration, which is making things more affordable for the working class. You know, as far as the issue or the supposed issue with illegal immigration and blah, blah, blah. That is such a non-factor. That is such a distraction. As far as immigration, I mean, yes, it's a conversation that's worth having, you know, and doing things in a, you know, a formal way. However, that is the biggest problem in the U.S. right now is the cost of living, and people can't afford to live. Like, I'm assuming this guy lives in California when he mentioned that gas is like $6 a gallon, and I know. Not in California, the rent for apartments is really wild out there. So I do know a lot of apartments. I didn't hear about them. I guess this is new. I have a home, so I haven't been renting in a long time. But I do know that at first they would ask for a month's worth of rent up front. But according to him, they're asking for 3 months now some places, which is really insane. That's just stupid. I mean, I get you want to have like a lot of companies, they want to, you know, protect their investment. I guess they want to have like a deposit just in case. I don't even know why they want to have 3 months worth of rent. I don't know if I can even defend that, but it's insane. Like, it's just really hard for people to live.
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025.
Yeah, this guy has spoke nothing but facts. And as far as, you know, just getting taxed like crazy, this administration has a tax bill that they're currently trying to send to the House to go into potentially go into effect. And just based on a lot of things I've been hearing, there's a lot of speculation that this tax bill would be very devastating to a lot of Americans, because ultimately, from what I'm hearing and researching, it's increasing taxes for, you know, the working class while decreasing it for the rich. And like I said before, that is the #1 issue in this country right now. All the culture wars, non-factors. You know, all the using, you know, illegal immigrants or immigrants as scapegoats. No, Like, do not get distracted from all the noise. Like, know that the cost of living, that's the biggest problem. As far as what he said about, portion sizes getting smaller, he is absolutely right. Whenever I go to, this is like so petty, I guess, but whenever I go to Taco Bell, right? Taco Bell has increased in their prices. Not like I like Taco Bell; it's one of my favorite fast food places. But they increase a lot in their prices, and I noticed that they give you less and less food. And the thing that makes me really mad is that they have this option. So I always get the Gordita Crunch, and they always ask me, "Do you want extra cheese or extra beef for 50 cents extra?" So 50 cents a piece for either or, and I'm just like, can you just give me a sufficient amount? And that is like the biggest scam, because there's been a few times where I said, yes, I want the extra cheese and extra beef, like the big back that I am. And it was literally nothing. I don't really feel, when I got my meal, I don't feel like it was even anything extra to it. Like, it felt like the standard amount. So I'm saying all this to say that, yes, this dude is right as far as food portions, especially with a lot of these fast food places. They are charging a lot more and giving you, not only just giving you the same what they gave you before, they're giving you significantly less. Or noticeably less, I would say. Next video.
And it's fucking brutal.
Their plan is working. You will own nothing and be happy about it. Disney revealed some latest numbers on some of their subscriber counts, and it's shocking. They report that 157 million people every single month are using an ad-supported tier. Now, what that basically means is, when you're watching a streaming service and you have the option to select a tier that's a little bit cheaper than that top level one, but you're still going to have ads to make it cheaper, and so that's how they kind of filled that cost. And don't forget that this was unheard of a number of years ago. Even on Netflix, they didn't even offer an option like this until recently. So this is how these things work. Eventually, we will probably have a system in which we go back to only ad-supported tiers, even when you are paying those premiums. They want you to get comfortable with this. They want to be able to serve all of those ads right into your face at any given moment. And we see this across all things in life nowadays. Whether you bought an Xbox and you're playing it, you're going to have an ad on your home screen. Whether you're watching a streaming service, you're often going to have an ad. All of these things are on top of the fact that usually you need to subscribe in the first place. So you can't just own the right to, use Netflix, which I guess makes sense, right? But you're still paying that monthly service. And now you're also getting ads on top of it. It kind of never ends. And this is what they want you to get used to. I really do want to know your thoughts on this. Let me know your opinion in the comments. And you can follow me for more stories like this on money, business, and tech news.
All I have to say is that's insane. Like, I think that's a big ripoff. If you are literally paying a premium every month, you should not be getting ads on whatever program you're using or whatever, streaming platform you're using. That is crazy. Like, why? So there's different tiers for the amount of ads you get. Like, that's stupid. Like, this country is going too far into capitalism. Like, I think capitalism is great to a certain degree, but I think you have to have some protections in place to where it doesn't become a monopoly with all the top corporations, because it can have a very ugly effect on the consumer. There needs to be some protections in place as well. And I would even say some, like, this is like aside from just the ad stuff, but I think just having some social programs that can ensure that Americans are able to, get the bare minimum, have public transportation, have affordable grocery, have, yeah.
How much money do you need to make to live comfortably in the United States? And this is according to a 2024 Smart Asset Survey. The fifth most expensive state is Washington, needing a $106,000 salary. The fourth is New York, and people say they need at least $112,000. The third is California, which is the state that I live in, and people say they need at least $114,000. Second is Hawaii with another $114,000. And the number one spot is Massachusetts, $116,000. Remember, this is just a survey, and you have more power over your money than you think. Live humbly, invest your money, because someone's average doesn't have to be your normal.
They're not even in school and you're already paying $25,000 a head?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. That's just dumber than crap. How much money you make. There's not enough money in the world that doesn't make that stupid.
Oh, gosh. Find you a free summer camp. It does cost $25,000 a year to send your kid to daycare here in the United States of America, and it never ceases to amaze me how out of touch some people are with the lived experiences of parents here in the United States. Childcare is the #1 rising cost for families here in our country. It is more expensive and going up at a faster rate than our mortgages, then groceries, then gas. It is the fastest rising cost for most families. And the average cost here in my state, I'm in Massachusetts, is $20,000. But depending on what county you're in, it goes up as high as $26,000. And remember, this is an average, meaning some families are paying much more than that and some are paying less than that. And where I live, there is such a lack of childcare that families will pay what they have to find it. Because there is no childcare. The pandemic destroyed the childcare industry for many, many people. Daycares were closing their doors left and right. There is more demand than ever and less supply. Teachers are leaving that field because the pay is so bad. Them saying there's cheaper routes, they don't know what they're talking about. And the fact that they just alluded to free summer camp, there's free nothing. There's no free after school. There's no free kindergarten, no free preschool. There is no such thing as free childcare. It will cost you $20,000 to $25,000 a year for your kid to be in daycare.
15. All I have to say about that is, and they wonder why the birth rate is decreasing in America. I don't have any children, so I'm really out of touch with how much childcare costs. But every time I do, like the rare times where I do hear someone talking about it or mentioning it, I'm just always in shock of how much it costs. It's like a whole nother mortgage. And like, that's just for one child. Yeah, we need some kind of change. This is not sustainable, you guys. Like, really, I mean, we're at a point where people cannot afford to have children, and there's probably going to be a population. Well, I don't think there will be a population collapse in the United States, only because we allow we have a lot of immigrants that come over to kind of help sustain our population. But even with that, the high cost for childcare and just everything else is not sustainable, and we really need some real change to be implemented.
15 years with Geico with no claims and a 49% rate increase. Oh my gosh. Listen, I want to know a couple different things. One, what state are you from? Are you in like Texas or Florida that has just gotten hammered and destroyed by these rate increases? Because 49%, listen, if I ever received a 49% rate increase on my insurance, man, you best believe I'm shopping around. This is ridiculous. Now, I can also tell you this, that almost every single insurance company has taken 5 to 10% rate increase, which is normal, especially in the times that we're in right now, given that there's, we're starting to slow down the hyperinflation. Some carriers are starting to take 2.5% rate decrease, or maybe they're not messing with their rates at all for the next year or something along those lines. But dang, you're telling me 49% rate increase. I want to know, is anyone else out there having the same issue? Their insurance rates just keep stair-stepping up, or they take several jumps up and they're 49% rate increase. I want to know also, what insurance company do you have if you have experienced rate increases, and what state do you live in?
Okay, I have to say, I don't know where these people come with these crazy insurance rates and insurance increases. My insurance comes out my account automatically. I believe I have Geico. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Geico right now. My insurance is not expensive at all, and I live in Florida, and my insurance is not expensive at all. Like, I think it's for car insurance. I pay like $150 a month, $150, and I have a BMW. I have a 2015 BMW 5 Series, and $150 for insurance. So I have Geico. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this increase. The only thing I can think of, and like I said, I live in Florida, which is a state, that supposedly is not good with insurance rates, but I'm not complaining. So I would like to know what kind of car does said person have to where they just have a big rate increase? Because that just doesn't make sense. Something's not right with that picture.
I want to know. Let me know. See ya.
Rapid fire through my monthly recurring expenses. Mortgage payment, $4,431.49. HELOC payment, $628.
Okay, I don't want to go get too much in my business. I will say her mortgage payment alone outweighs all of my expenses for the month, like my necessities. And I have, like I said, I have a townhome, so I have a mortgage I pay. Her mortgage is like all the amount that I spend monthly, like on like bills and stuff, and like whatever else, monthly payments I have, it would be less than her mortgage. I mean, I guess clearly she probably has a way bigger house than me, or either she lives in California somewhere. But that's just crazy. I mean, I'm sure clearly she must have the money, so not judging, but it's just I just get always surprised when I see people's bills.
12 cents. Loan from my retirement to help pay for my house, $191.63. Student loans, $114.61. Soccer for 3 of my children, $900 a month. Utilities, starting with internet, $107. Auto insurance, $143.53. Electric bill, $199.10. Gas bill, $104.06. Garbage service, $120.20. Water bill, $190.63. Phone service for multiple people, around $100. Miscellaneous, starting with Amazon Kids, $5.99. Disney Plus, $21.99. Microsoft PC, $11.99. Netflix, $24.99. CVS Extra Care Card, $5. Greenlight cards, $5.99.
Okay, I'm gonna just see what could she take out from this stuff. If I was her and I want to decrease my bills, I would probably get rid of the Greenlight, the CVS, and the Netflix. I don't really watch TV. Microsoft PC, I don't know what that is. I'll just take out all the cheap stuff. I'm surprised at the soccer thing. $900 a month for soccer. That's like another mortgage. Yeah, kids really are not cheap.
And something I'm pretty sure is a scam, but I haven't had the time to look into it. Homeowners Insurance of Boston, $19.23. The grand total, not including food, gas costs, or any sort of clothing or miscellaneous purchases for daily living, is $6,425.55.
I just came out of the grocery store and I spent $100 on sides, sauces, and seasonings. This was not a regular grocery trip. This was me grabbing a couple of ingredients so that I can go home and make this creamy Parmesan cabbage. I bought 2 heads of cabbage. I did not buy all of my regular groceries, and now I'm afraid because how did we get into this timeline? Like, did I manifest this? Did I quantum jump, quantum leap here? I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm not going to lie to you guys right now. I am shocked and I am appalled, and I'm trying to just stay calm because everything is $7 now. Everything's $7 and $8. And Trump said that the price of groceries is down. Is it? I would like to see that. He said groceries are down. Groceries are cheaper than they've been. Just bold-faced Cheeto lies. I don't get it. So,
all right, you guys. So yeah, there you have it. Let me know what you all think. How are you guys faring in this economy? Are things going pretty well for you, or do you find yourself struggling a little bit? I would say for me personally, I'm still doing pretty good, but I mean, I definitely do feel the the increase, the hit to my bank account with a lot of how much things cost now. I mean, I do feel it, but fortunately for me, I still am, I'm still thriving. But yeah, so let me know what you all think. Leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.